Hey everybody, it's Theresa here and welcome to December Daily 2020. Today I wanted to walk you through my foundation pages for this year's album. And so I'm just going to dive right in. I have already shared a lot of these on my blog, and so you can see those there, and those are available to pin and save on your Pinterest. And there's also a playlist where you can see how I've created some of these. A lot of these pages were inspired by the December Daily Product Play 4, and also of course by Ali Edwards foundation pages, and of course the process videos for those foundation pages are found in the classroom and on the designer's social media as well. So a note about the album: this is the 6x8 Ali Edwards December Daily album with the gold foiled or rose gold or bronze foiled stars on the cover. And then I have added the acrylic pieces from Color Cast Designs. I have attached those using the epoxy glue. And then I also used the Paisley Press number stickers from probably a year or two ago. And what I do is I seal those in with glossy accents, and that way they hold up better over time on the spine through years of going through. So opening up is the cover page. Let me get everything situated so you can see it best. The cover page here that I created using the, these are sort of, there's metallic, I guess, alphabets saying 2020, and then the chipboard circles bring on the season of joy, and then the joy stamped on the back. And the transparency is kind of this little red shimmer, red and copper shimmer there. So the first couple of pages I did before Ali Edwards released her foundation pages for this year. I've talked about how as soon as she published those foundation pages announcing that she had taken out all of her page protectors, I did a complete 180. And so the first couple of days are pretty typical, and then it kind of changes. So I don't know if I'm going to leave these like this. I may, or I may change them up later. I don't know. But what I had, the idea I had for this page was that the one can sit underneath the Believe in the Magic of the Christmas, or Believe in the Magic of Christmas. And so that's kind of a cool way to blend your transparencies with the page underneath. And then day 2, I really wanted to use this felt number just in the 3x8, or actually it's a 4. This is a, yeah, it's a 3x6 pocket with another tree underneath it that sort of continues the tree from day 1. And then I loved this constellation paper, and so I layered this over top of it. And I really like this a lot. This may become part of my reason why. I'm not sure just yet. For the next foundation page is some pretty little studio product that I used. And so one thing I love to do is figure out how can I use vellums and transparencies more than once. And so this one was cut in half, and I'll probably put the number here for the day. And then some of the products in the shaker pocket are the little confetti from Hey Santa from Crepe Paper, and then wooden stars from Shadney over at Etsy. And then for day 4, I created this little vellum and layered the felt number 4 on top of it. And then a couple of little crepe paper embellishments. I'll probably secure that somehow once I have the page finalized. And then we move into more of the off the page ideas. And so a little pocket from Hey Santa, a December tag, which is from a desktop calendar from Target, and then a tag and a little Santa clip. And then I'm going to use that pocket for these transparency journaling cards from Allie Edwards. And I'll probably just staple a couple together with the photo. This page is inspired by Crystal Idionate's. She did a diagonal page last year, I believe, using tags. And so I decided to repeat that, or to sort of recreate that using the labels that were in the Allie Edwards December daily release. And then I've left 3 blank for photos for whatever day I decide to use that for. And I really have not committed any. There are a couple of days that are committed, but a couple of days, most of the days are not really, I don't have a specific day that I plan to use any of these, other than where you will see there's a specific reason why, like that 4, that obviously will be used for day 4. And I don't even really know why I chose the 4 for that. I don't know. It's just how products come together sometimes. So this is a little 4x8 transparency, the diagonal one, and then another 3x8 card layered on top of it to create a flip out. And my idea here is a number at the top or the bottom, journaling, and then open it out, and there will be a full photo here. So that's kind of a cool idea. And then here's the number 8, and so this is a specific day, and what I want to do is put 2 photos inside the number 8, adhere it to the transparency, and then flip it over and have the journaling on the back. That's my plan, at least for day 8. You could do that with day 9 as well, or day 6. If you did the 1 and the 0, you could do it for 10 as well. There's a little bit of flexibility with that one. It just depends on what your mood is and what your day looks like. These are the 2x2 pockets, and so I stamped these, and they're stamped on vellum, and so you can just see the little tag there. And what I'll do is, after I'm done journaling or adding further embellishments, then I'll adhere them somehow, or probably staple them to the pocket. And then I left this space open for a 6x4 photo that can be cut up and slid into those pockets. But you could do 2x2 photos and scatter everything around the page. And then of course I left a pocket for the number and a little felt star there. The next page is day 12. So this is a committed day, and so I will probably do 12 favorite things on this day, and then I'll just journal about them when you open the little doors, and that'll just be handwritten journaling. That was done with Celine Studio, My Favorite Things, and also the December Days number 6 that she released this year. These are my Christmas trees, and so this is my version of the triangles lesson in the product play for classroom. And so these are some cute little opportunities for photos, 1, 2, 3, 4 photos if you want, or journaling or whatever, and then embellish on the front of it. And then I kept a cutout of the back side of this so that I can add journaling, and I'll just show you what that looks like. This is the little cutout, and and this is not the final one because it wasn't perfect or anything like that, but then you can trace around that and cut out pattern papers, or use that as a guide for your journaling and journal that way. So we'll see how it goes that day. And obviously some of this product is Paisley Press. Those two are Paisley Press, and those two are crepe paper. Hey Santa. And then the next page is Felicity Jane, and I wanted to just do a little vellum pocket. I was inspired by this floral vellum and this sort of mint color. So I did mint on mint for the background, and then a little tag made from one of the other pattern papers in the xoxo kit, and then I stitched around the pocket with red zigzag just to make that. And then the back side, of course, could be a full-size photo. It could be some journaling, or another patterned paper on the back. This is my version of the triangle hearts that Allie did, and I wanted to, in the spirit of creating real estate for my photos and for my journaling, I made mine so that it flips out, and then I kept a little stencil, I guess, or a little template to cut out the back with, so that I can cover this later. And what I imagine doing is perhaps a full page photo across this. I think that would be really cool, as to just have a photo going all the way across and then have your journaling on the back. And so that I have it adhered with red line tape on the back. So that's why I needed to hang on to that and make sure I have that to help me figure out what's going on the back. I think one of the challenges that I have, and I'm anxious to hear from you guys, is whether, so let's say that I make this heart day 13. So do I make the back of this and the front of this as day 13, or do I make the front of this and the back of this as day 13? That's one of the challenges that I find personally, but what my hope is that then this would be day 4, and this would be just a single page hybrid layout with a photo and journaling, and day 14 just like that. That's sort of what I'm hoping comes about. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes along. And I think too that there's nothing wrong with putting pattern paper on the back side of that vellum pocket page and letting it be just pattern paper with no rhyme or reason other than just to say, oh, here's a pretty pattern paper. I don't know. This is one of the pages I made using the Citrus Twist Sparkle and Joy collection, and I wanted to just play with those beautiful patterned papers is really what I wanted to do. So I used an older transparency from Dear Lizzie from many years ago that I've just had in my stash for years and years, and I punched out the circles and folded them up on the edges just to give a little bit of texture there, and they all become a home base for some kind of embellishment. And then this one will house the number for the day. And then once, when I get into that day, then I'll be able to figure out, do I want to do photos? Do I want to do journaling on these circles? So that'll be kind of a fun thing to see how that turns out. And this is another one of those pages where it might end up being paired with the back side of a different layout. So there's flexibility there. It also means decision making. So, you know, that's part of the fun of it too, is trying to figure out how to piece everything together like a big puzzle. These are, I shared this on my Instagram stories. These are little transparency Post-it notes from Office Depot. That's where I found them. I stamped this one with the Paisley Press Love and Joy stamp. And then this one I added a little chipboard sticker too. And then for the day of, I'll probably add a number and my photo, or just my photo, and then my journaling and the day onto that somehow. And I'll probably just leave the back just so you can see the little snowflakes. I really wanted to use this little star pocket in my album from the Star Mini Kit. And for now, I've just put in 2 of my favorite journaling cards. I'm sorry, I moved that. There we go. 2 of my favorite journaling cards that I wanted to make sure and include, and so the back of those will become the space for photo and journaling. So simple, right? And then the number can be attached to the pocket itself on the front. Just a very simple way to do that. I used We Are Memory Keepers tabs to punch that and make it insertable into the album. Another 2x2 pocket here, but actually this is not a 2x2 pocket. It's the one that I made myself, and I just made it different sizes to accommodate the different stars that I wanted to include. And then this pocket was left open so that I can add my number there. And my idea here is that this will probably go either, it may be the introduction for day 25. I don't know for sure. And so it will be paired with some other pocket page, I'm sure. This is the flip out that I did, and I just love how this turned out, and love the real estate that this offers, so that I have lots of space for photos and for a fun event that I want to write a lot about, or want to share more than one photo for. And then again, another back that provides more real estate for a hybrid layout. And then loving this story. So this is, Allie Edwards did a little pocket similar to this. She cut hers a little bit shorter than I did, and so I left mine just as close as I could get to the top of the pocket. It did have the little string and everything, and so I cut it straight across and then cut out the circle here. It's a little bit bigger than some people might want to include, and that's okay. And this, of course, becomes a great spot for the photo and journaling. And I think Allie had put a number on hers, but I haven't committed to a number for that just yet either. And then I had a lot of fun with these 3x8 sizes, and I love that even in a 6x8 album, you can still work with a 3x8 canvas, if you were. And so something that Allie did that I absolutely loved was she sewed add-ons onto her 3x8s to make them 6x8. And so I did that with one of the transparencies and a pocket, just a full-size pocket now that houses 3x8. And I don't know yet. My idea is to put the number here and have journaling here and put the photo on the back. That's sort of where I'm at with that. I don't know yet. And the same with this one. I used the pocket page on the inside and put the transparency on the outside and used red zigzag stitching to secure that, and then the find joy in the little things and hope in unexpected places just really sums up this year and what I hope for this year. So I attached the quote part of this circle at the top, and then the other little part is attached down here. And I imagine that I'll probably put a number in here when the time comes. And then I have another, this is the last one, I have another little slide out pocket that I made. And so I just took, this is from Felicity Jane, the pattern papers again are from Felicity Jane. And so I just cut a 6x12 or a 12x12 pattern paper down to 8¼ inches, folded it in half, and then sewed it together. Really easy peasy. And then I have this just to start with when that day comes, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it then. And the rest of what is in my album is just page protectors in case I want to supplement or whatever, and a couple of these little inserts too. I don't know if I plan to use those or what will happen with those, but that is where my album is. If you're wondering, I think that I have 21 or 22 foundation pages in here, so not a full 25. And again, that's okay. That gives me a little bit of flexibility, and so we'll just see. I love the my favorite thing about foundation pages is the feeling of anticipation and wondering, like, what are going to be the fantastic stories that are going to go in this album. What's that going to look like? You can tell I still need to do an opening photo or something underneath here, and I need to do my reason why. And beyond that, I am ready for December, and I'm just so excited to see what this month holds for us. I truly do hope that there is joy and that there is peace throughout this season for our family, from our family to your family. Thank you so much for following along with this project. You guys give so much love and support and come and visit me every time around this year, and I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Please be sure to check out the blog at theresamoxley.com and check out the process videos that have been created for this project so far, if you haven't had a chance to already. And then, of course, like this video and leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite foundation page is. I would love to hear from you. And of course, be sure to subscribe and hit the notifications button. I will be sharing my December daily pages on Wednesdays and Saturdays throughout the month of December until about the 22nd or 23rd, and then I'll take some time off to spend with my family. And then the last week of December and the first week of January, I hope to finish this up, provided everything goes really well. So thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.